What you doing out in these streets, slave rule? What you doing out in these streets? What you doing out? What you doing out? What you doing out in these streets? What you doing out in these streets, slave rule? We in these streets.
Oh, I didn't know that we started.
I just don't like to tell people we're recording now, and
Yes.
it kind of freezes them up. They don't.
Okay.
They're not that same person that they walked in here.
Yes,
You know.
yes.
I just want them to have a. It's like a two people going for coffee kind of thing.
Yes,
and
same
not,
thing.
And not like an interview per se. You know, just to get to know each other and. Yeah.
I've done quite a few interviews already, so
Oh, is it?
I'm quite comfortable. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
At my age, don't worry.
Yeah. Okay. So everything is. Hold on. I just want to pause quickly because I think the mic is too loud.
Okay.
I think because the mic clipped the sound. Hold on. I just want to pause. All right. So we are back after an audio adjustment. Carol, it's good to finally meet you. We chatted on phone, text, and yeah, now we're finally meeting in person for the first time.
Yes. I didn't even meet you with your donation that you made to us.
Don't.
Okay.
Wait.
I won't.
Don't. we're not here for that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's good to finally meet you. You're doing important work out there.
Thank you.
Yeah, I stumbled upon Ram Rescue, which is the organization you are. What is your position or relationship with Ram Rescue?
Okay, so I'm the founder and also the chairperson.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. How did you start it, or what was the reason for starting Ram Rescue?
It was quite by accident. Mabi and I went in May 2011. We went to Montague for the first time ever, just to go and have a few days break. But I also can't sit still, so I wanted to see what we could do in the area, and we found this garden project. The guy subsequently, unfortunately, passed away, but it was a fantastic project.
Wow.
And I'm an earth child, so
Okay.
I love fresh veggies, anything fresh from the earth, so I was attracted to it. And if you wanted 3 carrots for your stew that day, you could go and pick 3 and just pay for the 3. That was a very nice concept.
Wow. Yeah.
And there was also house gardens, huistuintjies. And he would set up all these things for the people. And I came to learn that there was actually another part of Montague that very few people that I know of knew, and it's called Ashbury. So that is the area where a lot of needy people live. And once when I went through there with this chap, and I saw the condition and the needs of the people, you know, they've got little all-places. Not the whole area, but there are the areas where, and it's quite a lot of people that are in that position. And Mavi and I just kind of looked at the situation and realized there was a need. And we knew we would never not go back. We knew that we will be there forever.
Yeah.
So we have never walked away again.
Wow.
We made a decision. We went back to the Montague Country Hotel where we were staying, and that also officially became our place of birth.
Oh.
Ram's place of birth.
Oh wow.
So we go back every year for our birthday. We celebrate. They
Oh.
give us the venue. So yeah,
Wow, that's amazing.
it is. It
Wow.
is.
How long ago was this?
May 2011.
May 2011. Wow.
Yes, so
Wow.
11 and a half years.
That's amazing. That's amazing. What made you so passionate about this project?
I think it was the people of Montague. You know, it's the city people are very different. The people there are extremely humble, and it almost hurts, if I could put it that way. And you don't want them to be humble. You want them to be just like everybody else.
Yes.
Being a city slicker, you know, it was a new experience for me, and I just had to help. I just couldn't walk away from this whole thing. And we were doing fantastic cooking sessions in the street. We were doing the right stuff, you know, with your floor sheet. You must have a cover
Yes.
according to the rules and regulations. But it was also all open, and then you get all the old people as the smell of the pot starts. You've got this beautiful mountains. The whole Montague is loaded with mountains.
Beautiful.
You can't actually see anywhere past Montague. There's
the
no.
mountains.
It's just
Yeah,
mountains.
it's mountains, yeah.
Yes, and I love mountains. So that's also. It was like being at home because Table Mountain is my thing.
Oh yeah, that's my second home.
Yeah, it's my icon in Cape Town.
Yeah.
And you know, the people are so old school. They still make fires for cooking, and now with electricity, the way it's going, the old people, they walk far to town. You know, there's no bus services from Ashbury to town, and it's just the type of people that attracted me. And because I think rural towns struggle. You know, there's no, if the help doesn't come from within, and I mean, how much can you do if you're a small town?
Yes, yes.
So we adopted the stance of bringing urban to rural.
Okay, gotcha.
So we bring the city to the rural town. We also with Ashbury. There's also an area called Zulani.
Okay.
It's a location in Ashbury where we have our old age home that we support.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So which is where the dishwasher is.
Okay, wait.
So, yeah. So it's so lovely to work there. Last week, my hubby and I were ill with flu. We were really, really so sick. But I was sicker not going than being in bed. And as soon as we felt we were able to cope, man, our hearts almost skipped a beat being there for a whole week. We weren't there.
Wow.
So we go every week. Subsequent to COVID,
Yes.
we were essential workers, so we were very fortunate.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
we were
very good.
doing the food parcels because no one was allowed to be outside. We were very privileged to have Avalon Springs give us their reception area
Oh, that's nice.
to do all our food parcels. And as it lifted, we realized we still can't do the outside cooking.
Oh, really?
So so for the past year, we then decided we already had 2 kitchens cooking full time. And then we decided that we'll do another 2, which will be on a bigger scale than the other 2.
Oh.
So we got 4 kitchens that cooks, and they cook 7 days a week.
Wow.
You know, each one has their days, so it's not each one cooks every day, but they do cook different days.
Yes, yes. Just before we go on, you just track back. You mentioned people still cook with fire. I think a lot of people in the city don't understand the level of poverty in rural communities.
I don't think they have any idea.
Could you just explain like what hardships they are facing?
Okay, so their houses are basically about a 3x6.
Okay, 3
So-
by 6 meters.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Most of those houses are all
Yes.
paces, the ones that really needs help.
Yes.
They will piggyback by having people build a Wendy house on the property. So you'll find 3 families, you know, on one property. But they have got electricity, but with the cost of electricity going up and up and up, it become very difficult. I find, especially amongst the old people, they are finding it difficult to keep up because a lot of them also look after their grandkids.
Oh wow.
And now they still got to cope with that as well. And so they go out. I mean, every winter we must collect blankets. We are so grateful because they wear it to keep warm.
Yes.
Then they go into the mountains, they go and cut their wood. And of course, all of this is making the wood go further and further into the mountains, which means it's further for the old people to walk.
Oh yes.
So shoes is an important commodity in our area there, and you know, winter blankets is very important. And then they got to come home, they got to cook, make the fire before they can even start cooking. And then their pots are always Raggedy Ann because of their methods of cooking.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't think a lot of people understand in the city, what they call poor is if you don't have a Levi jeans.
Oh yeah.
These
Yeah.
people, if they have a pair of trousers that doesn't have a hole in it, they're rich. They're very rich. And also, if you give a child 2 slices of bread, that's a lot more than a lot of people get in the area.
Oh.
And here we fussy about how we eat and what we eat. There, 2 slices of bread is a means of survival.
Wow.
So it's a different setup.
And employment's obviously at an all-time low.
It is because the farmers had to reduce their planting crops because of the drought.
Oh.
I've seen trucks with bringing in water, which means that water comes at a really steep price. And so it's easier rather just to reduce the planting crops, which affects the area because we really work with the farm workers.
Yes.
I mean, that's who we support.
Yes.
And it's not nice for a father to get to the corner where the trucks pick up the people and there's no work for everybody that's there, and he's got to turn back, go home and say to his family, you know, no income today. Tomorrow the fight starts again.
Sure.
So we help out by doing the cooking process and assisting the families as much as we can.
Sure.
We don't encourage people that can work, and if there is work, like the season's just opened now.
Okay.
So we changed our we go back to our constitution, which means we serve old people, children, and animals.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the people that we and of course, you know, if there's anybody that cannot help themselves or have a disability, of course they fall into the group. Yes. But now the seasons have opened, so we're very happy. There's a little bit of work going on.
I'm glad.
And so we're encouraging the people to go and earn their own salary and, you know, make a living for their family.
With regards back to their homes, I just want to know, like, do they have plumbing as well?
They do.
Okay,
they do have plumbing. Okay. But, you know, the house is divided into a little bathroom, and then there's one room. The rest is a room that is divided into a bedroom and a kitchen. So they have got a wash-up.
Okay.
It's like a proper home, but
Yes.
everything is so tiny.
Is it? Okay.
You know, we sometimes we get people that gives us queen-size beds, but then that's it. That's the whole area.
Oh, wow.
So we can't give it to them. You know, we can't donate it to them. But pretty much everything else that you need in the household works for the people. Yeah, but they're still fortunate. You know, they've got a home to live in.
Yes,
I mean, we've got a lot of homeless people in Cape Town. So
that's true.
You know, if you compare that, then these people are still very fortunate.
Yes, that's true. That's true. So you also help the old age as well.
Yes.
So the old age, the elderly that you help, right? Are they in homes like a old age home perhaps, or?
We have got 2 old age homes that we support. One is in Montague, one is in Zolani location in Ashton. We are busy now revamping, helping to revamp that old age home. There's quite a lot needed. With COVID, everything stood still, and you know, money just wasn't available. So, and there was nothing they could do to do fundraising like they normally would.
Yes.
So COVID has come to do quite a bit of damage to even the little towns. I mean, I remember Montague being a tourist town.
Very true.
And a winemaking town. It was there was nothing going on because the industries that they were in were the ones that was shut down.
Yes.
It was so sad. It was very sad.
Sure.
I mean, you go through a town, you hear a pin drop.
Wow.
It was very disturbing.
Wow.
And the people, you know, it was so somber. But we got through it.
Yeah.
And we're so happy we got through it. And we also support 4 farm schools.
Okay.
Those are on the outskirts, you know, on the farm areas in all directions.
Okay.
And those children, we have a company called Imagine Holidays.
Okay.
They've been with us since 2015, and they will take our children to the city, Cape Town, or to the movies.
Oh, nice.
They've never, you must remember, these kids have never left the dusty roads.
Wow.
Some of them haven't even been to Montague, the town.
Really?
So their horizons is so tiny.
Wow.
And this company, I call it the project Beyond the Mountains. So they will go and they will organize a luxury liner to go and pick up the children from the school board and everybody's, all the paperwork is completed. Then the teachers are all with the children, and then we bring them to either the movies. A lot of them have never, ever even been away from the dusty roads. So when they see the tiles in the shopping center in Worcester, they are so amazed.
Oh, wow.
Because it's all, so shiny, and they look at the lights. There's so much light.
Wow.
And I think the biggest attraction we found for them is they love the hand warm dry machine.
Oh, yes, the hand dryer.
They think this is just absolutely fascinating.
Wow.
So they go and wet their hands again so they can come. And they stand in queues waiting.
Really?
It's little things that we take for granted.
For granted, yeah. And yeah, it's, as a child, like I would never, it's hard for me to fathom like not seeing those things and then one day all of a sudden getting exposed to it. Like I can't imagine that, because from a young age I was always
exposed
in the city. It's everywhere. It's, so for me to put myself in that position, it's hard for me to even understand how they feel if they see tiles or go to a mall for the first time or see a movie. It must be like I think it's good that they get exposed to that. It opens their world and it makes them see there's other possibilities, and
exactly.
I think it also inspires them like wow, that's a movie, maybe I could do that one day, or maybe I could maybe work in the mall one day, or I could do something.
And it does work. It is working. We, for instance, the first, many years ago, I can't even remember how many years ago, we brought one school to Cape Town, to Greenpoint. And I went back for a class session afterwards to find out what they thought about this weirdness going on.
Yeah.
They must know the farmhouses are one level. They don't know what a high building is.
Oh.
Or they get the occasional farm truck on the road, so they don't know cars like Cape Town cars.
Oh, wow.
So this was such a big experience for them, and a lot of them said they knew there was a sea because of the books, but they didn't know it was so big.
Sure.
It was amazing, the experience.
Wow.
And
so most of the things that they've experienced was in books and wow.
And this is the beauty of this company. They bring the children out to come and see. When we take a school that haven't been, say, to the movies yet, then I try and explain to them what they're going to experience. I'll ask them if they know, if they've seen a TV. Then some will maybe put up their hand, yes, he's seen a TV. Maybe the farmer's wife or the farm's got a TV. And then I'll say, okay, but you're going to go to a TV now that is as big as, and I show them the whole hall at their school.
Yes.
It's so big. Now they can't believe this because this is like unbelievable.
Yes.
But I want to prepare them. And then when the movie starts, the giggles behind me is hilarious. Because they say, it really is so big, this TV.
Wow.
And the giggles, and it's just so amazing. The last time they went and they saw a 3D movie with the glasses. My gosh, this was magic.
Wow.
So even for me, it was magic. So I'm not a movie person, so I've never seen one through 3D glasses. And for them, it's a beautiful experience. Wow. But these are the people that we deal with. We've got two big schools as well. One is in the town of Montague, But these are the zero-rated schools, and one is in Ashbury, in that area where the children are the hardest pressed. And so we support those. We've just come back from Montague now. This is going to be new news for everybody. But we're investigating doing a garden at the big school.
Oh, wow.
And we've had a meeting with some angels that is going to assist us.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we're just looking now. We're asking people, please, for those that can, like sprinkling systems, we're going to need some help with that because but we're going to get a digger. You know, it's hard ground. We've got an angel that is giving the compost. We've got a company that is giving all the seeds.
That's awesome.
So
it's a vegetable garden.
A vegetable garden.
What type of garden? What type of vegetables will you be growing over there?
Basically, a bit of everything.
Is it?
Yeah, a bit of everything. You won't believe it. Most children don't like cabbage, but those children love cabbage. You cannot believe it.
Really?
But I think it's the iron that they need in the cabbage because your body will levitate towards what it needs.
That's true.
So the school gets a certain amount of cabbage in for the period, and then it's never enough. The children are always looking for more, you know, or they don't have sufficient maybe for everybody. And it's such a big heat, carrot and cabbage and carrot stew.
Oh, wow.
So we are hoping we can do our own cabbages, massive cabbages, people coming on board, giving us more fertilizer, whatever we need to make this garden a big success and an ongoing garden. It's got to be self-sustainable for many, many years to come. So I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, it sounds very exciting. Just back to the cabbage thing. Like, I think living in cities, kids don't normally gravitate to vegetables.
No.
I think because there's a lot of fast food, a lot of junk food. So they'll gravitate towards that because it's liquor course and it's convenient. And if you have, like, let's say porridge, you know, the Kellogg's with all the sugar, and so they'll gravitate toward the sugary stuff more than rather than the vegetables. But it's good to see that they actually like vegetables.
They do.
That's
They do.
awesome.
They really do. Well, anything to eat is most welcome. You know, so if they can only get a bowl of carrots, they're going to eat it because it's going to fill their tummy. So they're very happy to do that. And the schools are very good to the children. You know, they feed them. The government obviously gives them 2 meals a day. So they get milk, they get the 2 meals. So they are okay, and they can survive, you know, on the meals they get. But what we do is we give them the later afternoon meals, like early evening, so that they go and sleep on with a tummy that's full. Not the whole area, but where the kitchens are. When it's their cooking days, we try and fill up those days. But it takes an enormous amount of food, you know, to feed the people. Meat is always one of our challenges, but then that I think everybody struggles.
Meat is the more expensive of all of the food groups, basically.
And eggs is a wonderful source of protein for a child's brain.
It is.
So we're always looking for eggs.
B12 and
we make the curry eggs on rice. We serve it on rice, on a bed of rice.
Wait, curry eggs?
Yes.
Please explain.
I grew up...
This doesn't register for me.
What I do is with my curry eggs, I make my curry base sauce. I take all veggies I can get my hands on, process it until it's fine. So there's you can't see the veggies in the sauce. And it becomes a nice thick sauce, brinjals, all those things go in there. And then you make a nice sweet curry sauce. And then you boil your eggs separate, and then you have your rice. So you put your bed of rice down, and you put your half eggs over that, and you put the sauce over all of this. It is such a lovely meal. I need to cook one for you.
Interesting. I still can't picture it. I still can't.
You see, I grew up with that as a child.
Is it?
Yes.
I've never heard of it until now.
Oh, okay.
I've never.
I was telling
But it sounds interesting.
I was telling a friend the other day, his sister sent us 3 trays of eggs, and I said, oh, curry eggs on rice. And she sent me pictures the next day. She said, you made me so hungry for the curried eggs. She showed me the pot of rice and the curried eggs, because she also grew up with it.
Is it?
Yes, so she said, you're making me hungry.
Where did you grow up?
In Goodwood.
Is it? Okay.
Yes, yes.
I thought maybe it's maybe more of a how do you say, not really a city thing.
No, I'm a city girl.
Is it?
I'm 100% city girl. But I'm also a child. You know,
Yes,
I love
yes.
gardening. I do gardening at home. I plant whatever I can for the kitchen.
Yes.
Because, you know, parsley, for instance, once you've picked it, every hour after you picked it, it actually loses its vitamin content.
Really?
So for me, while I'm cooking, I want to put the parsley in.
Oh.
And this is where we feel this garden is going to be so beneficial, because you're getting fresh stuff immediately used.
Absolutely.
It's not hours before it gets used.
That's true.
So that for me is the most important. And also we want to include the children to show where food comes from, how, you know, pick out the weeds, be part of this
part of the community
and group. And
I think they can also then feel like they contribute as well to the ecosystem in some way, and they can see what it's like being a farmer in some sense.
Exactly,
You know?
and we want to actually give them their own patches as well. So once they're comfortable, we want to take a garden and start it at their homes.
Oh.
So that they can then run with their own garden.
That's amazing.
You see, so they're going to learn and we're going to shift it to
each home,
to their own homes, because now they'll be okay. They'll know what to do and how important it is to do certain things.
I think that's very important, to show them.
Yes.
To not only feed them, but show them how to feed themselves.
Yes,
and
I love that
others as
concept.
well.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
It's going to carry with them for the rest of their lives,
Absolutely.
you know. And for the rest of their lives, if they're interested, they will be eating the best of the best, straight from the ground.
Straight from the ground. And it's also, there's no, that pesticides go on it. And yeah, it's terrible. But yeah, that's perfect. I mean, at your house, you can just go out to your garden, pick a carrot, or, you know, and use it for your pot immediately. It's crazy for a city guy to imagine that life. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Wow. We're so looking forward to that project. It's at last now starting. It's now taking off, and we just need the equipment still, you know, to dig up the grounds and stuff. And then the compost is already in place. The seeds are already in place. And then we've got a retired member of the school who promised that he would. I told him he can. David, I told him you can go and relax for a little bit, but once you're done, you're going to become a rammer.
Oh.
And he agreed, and he loves gardening. Guess what? He doesn't know what's coming yet, but he loves gardening. I know that
awesome.
we'll have him on board.
It's good to have people that's passionate about, let's say, gardening, or you know, especially helping others. And you know, it's amazing. It's amazing not just to have somebody that's doing a job, but somebody who's passionate about doing that job. You know, it makes a big difference. It's a big difference. That's awesome. What are the challenges which you guys face?
I think the biggest one is transporting the food there and getting all the everything that we need, because those families need everything that a family needs, whether you're in the city or not. So we collect basically everything, and but getting it there is a problem. So we've got a loaned Vito bus, which it transports the goods in freezers, 2 freezers.
Okay.
Our kitchen in Cape Town is approved by the City of Cape Town, and our bus has also been approved to transport food from the City of Cape Town.
Okay.
So we have got our certificate for that. And it runs off inverters. So yes, as long as the bus is running, the freezers are running.
That's good.
And but you know, it's so quick to fill up these freezers, and then what do? You know, you need to get the food there, and you need to get the fresh produce there. So every week we have to go through because we need to get the food that side. But sure, we just never have enough space. And then, of course, we've travelled close to about 900,000 kilometres since May 2011.
Wow.
So with the result is the bus from time to time has now got wear and tear.
Yes.
But the owner of the bus and the company, he's very happy. He services the bus for us, puts the tyres on.
That's amazing.
Does all the repairs. We kind of now already on 20,000 rand repairs every single month because something happens, you know. But we're blessed. So
wow. So transport is the biggest.
it is a problem. It is a problem for us. You know, we need to get a younger vehicle. We also travel with a trailer, and that poor trailer, we've had to replace the side so many times already because of the farm roads, the shaking.
For the gravel.
Yes. Even the bus takes a bit of beating with the freezers, because the freezers are not made to jump around.
That's true. That's true.
But we have to transport the food that way because
yes.
you know, from Cape Town to there in summer, I mean that heat is relentless.
Oh, I can imagine.
So the food must be delivered, chilled or frozen.
Yes.
So the one we normally put on chill and the one is frozen freezer. Sometimes we have to do both freezing because we've got a lot of stock, and then we'll just take containers, chill containers, and put the rest in there.
It's about an hour and a half drive from Cape Town, right?
It takes us much longer because we're pulling a heavy trailer, and of course the bus, is carrying its weight with the freezers.
Yes.
So it takes us a bit longer to get there, and then also I stop along the road. I do a lot of shopping in Robertson, so that we don't have to travel from Cape Town with the shopping.
Oh, got you. That makes sense.
And then we do shopping in Montague as well.
Okay.
And then we got a greengrocer, lovely guy, Ricardo. He does all our potatoes, onions, deliveries to the kitchens. That's his fresh vegetable business. So we try and, also get businesses within to help us out with the deliveries.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, EFT payments are magnificent.
Oh, yeah.
It works so quick.
Yeah.
So all we need is our documentation, and then we pay, and we're good to go, and everybody's happy. And we got to set up there with pep stores and all those places, for school uniforms and stuff.
Yes. So they actually help out pep stores and...
Yes.
That's awesome. That's really...
The teachers go, they select all the stuff. They will send us the payment that they need. We pay as soon as it's at head office in the reflecting. Then the school comes back and collects it.
Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing.
But that is small towns. That's the beauty. You won't get that here. The people will say you scam them.
Yeah. That's true, eh?
That is what's so lovely about... I could never live there, I'll be honest with you. I need the city bus. I can take the peace and quiet for so long.
Yes.
And then I start missing my buzz again. But I'm a both person, But I think to live there permanently would be a challenge for me because I'm used to all the conveniences of the city.
That's true.
And it's so different being in a little town. And I'm a person, if I want to do something, it has to be done now. I'm very impatient. So with the result is I can't imagine having to wait till tomorrow because the shop is closed or whatever the case may be. It would drive me insane.
Yeah. I think it's convenience, it's comfort that we have here.
Yes.
But seeing and living in a small town for a short period of time makes you grateful to have these luxuries that we take for granted,
Absolutely.
And it just gives you a different perspective to appreciate more. And yeah, I mean, for me, I don't think I could also live in a place where, like you say, if I can't do it now, then, it'll drive me insane. If I can't go to the shop now or if I can't access anything now. Yeah, Yeah.
No, I use my phone for everything. I pick up the phone. I said if I have to wait and rely on people, it would take forever. And you know, we're so busy. I haven't got time to wait. So I'd rather just get it done, over and done with. And the city people are very good at delivering.
Okay.
You know, so you don't. I mean, I love these placing orders and it gets delivered. You don't even have to leave your house. You know, you get everything done for you.
That's true.
And so quick. If I'm going to Montague tomorrow and I need something now, 60.
Yes.
And I've got it, you know.
Exactly.
Or if there's bargains at this ShopRite, Checkers, wherever, and there's deliveries, place the orders, it gets delivered. You didn't even have to, you know, spend the petrol.
Yes.
So it's nice. You can get on with other work.
Yeah, it's not just the petrol, but it's also the time.
The time. And I hate shopping. I
Is
am one of the worst women on earth. I don't like dressing up. I don't like buying clothes. I don't like shopping. It's just for me. I'd rather be doing something constructive.
Could you just, your scarf is, so your mic is dropping. There we go, that's better. For women normally like shopping. Like, why don't you like shopping?
I know, I'm very weird. I don't wear jewelry. I'm not a jewelry fan. I don't like chocolates.
Okay.
Don't eat cakes.
Oh.
I'm not a potato fan.
Really?
I don't like pasta.
So you don't like slab chips?
No.
Wow.
People find me weird. And I must admit, I think I find myself weird. I'm not a big meat eater, but I like a bit of gravy from the meat on the rice.
Oh.
That's,
You don't like
and
eating
veggies.
meat? Like meat as in red meat or chicken? Or
No, if I see a chicken in the road, I'll kill it. I just don't like a chicken.
What did a chicken do to you, Shane?
I don't know. It's because we live a lot of takeaways. You know, because we're on the road. Barbie and I are 3 days a week we're on the road, and every shop has got chicken takeaways. Sure, if I see that chicken, I feel sorry for it. But I also believe in free range chickens. I also believe in free range eggs. So our people get free range chickens.
Okay.
They get good food. Our kitchens cook the most beautiful foods. You can give them the same as what you would give everybody else, and someone will put it all in one pot.
Yes.
Not them. They will have each vegetable separate with the meat and with the rice, and they will still, if I gave beetroot, they'll still have a section of beetroot as well. It's such attractive plates of food. The people really eat very well.
Nice.
But we're blessed. I mean, it's because we are blessed. There's always going to be a shortage of food. But what we have, I must say, I'm very proud of our kitchens, how they work that food. And it's very tasty. I don't know, there's something about Platteland's people that makes tasty food.
Yeah, like my aunt, she's from the Platteland. And whenever she made food for us, like it was so different, but it was lekker. You know? It was cabbage stews and that kind of thing. I still remember those. I don't eat it anymore because my diet changed. But, I remember that. Yeah, it's lekker.
I think it's something to do with the pots. You know, aluminium pots have a different tamaleki on that meat than a stainless steel pot. Stainless steel pots, before it gets to that stage, it's going to burn.
Yes.
So I think it's a lot to do with the aluminium pots.
It can take more heat.
Yes, and it can build up that crust on the meat, and that's the smell and of course all the flavors. You know,
that's true. Because like the thinner the pot, it heats up quicker and it burns the food quicker.
Yes.
So you can't really cook it properly.
Yes.
With fear of it's going to burn.
Or build up the flavors.
Yes. You can't. Yeah.
And of course, cooking on fires. Oh my word, that is so delicious.
It is. That's the best.
All the smell and that wood.
That's the best.
Ooh,
That's
now
best.
I'm hungry.
It's the wood. It's the smoke. It's the it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Sure.
No, that is a lovely life.
Do do the pots survive on the fire?
The pots, as I've seen them, whether it's on a stove or a fire, they look pretty raggedy, and I think it's just. I think they get thin from usage, but they still look nice. So you can see what comes out of that pot is nice. So, and I mean, stainless steel pots probably would be the best for the people. But then, you know, you've got this high heat thing that burns the food again.
You can't really use stainless steel on fire.
No, I think it will contain too much heat.
Yeah, I think you need either cast iron or aluminium or something thicker.
But cast iron, I mean, you're not going to get that there because the people can't afford it.
Yeah, no.
So that's basically the aluminium pots. But yeah, what a lovely life it is, you know. It's so nice with the people are so appreciative. The children, you come there, they all run after you, they hug you. Wow. Wherever we drive through Ashbury, the hands are always going up. Oh, wow. You know, Auntie Carol, you know. It just makes your heart very happy that you are making a difference.
Yes.
And the animals do the same.
I wanted to ask you about the animals, yes, because you also mentioned the animals as well.
Yes. We support the SPCA in Ashton. Okay. So they're the Winelands SPCA. So that's our institution that we support. Sorry. They do the very wide area. So they need a lot of assistance from the public because they don't get funding. And they do sometimes terrible work. There's just this mentality that's different inland about animals. I think we get here a lot as well, but there it's almost like it's always. And it's very sad because the animals get thrown with boiling water if the dog is lustig. A lot of them are so hungry. And don't think that they get treatment. I mean, they don't get treatment after they've been thrown.
Abused then.
It's been a training for me, 11 years, going out there, teaching the people not to tie up their dogs. Because if you tie up a dog, how's he going to look for food? Because you don't have food to give him. And we've had to be very hard with people and say, you tie your dog up, you don't stand in our queue for food. Because you have the freedom. The animal doesn't.
Yes.
So it took us a long time, but we can see the changes as they come. When we stop there, people let all the animals out. The animals jump on top of us. If the bus doors open, they're inside the bus. Wow. I'm always full of scratch marks, the way they climb on top of me, and because they know we're going to give them food. So if there's one thing I could really, really beg people to do is to give us pet food. Cat food, dog food, but more dog food than cat food. It seems there's more dogs than cats. And it's a very big need. We're really fighting to keep supplying, animal food. But it's very important that we do. And wherever our bus goes, it's like the one kitchen. Sometimes we come up that road, and there's animals that will then come round to us. But sometimes we come from this way, so they don't know that we're there. But they hear, there's something about the bus, the sound of it. Because when we turn around, we open the door, here they are.
They're there.
So they heard us, and they came. Animals are very clever.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, they're so clever.
Definitely.
And I always rub them, hug them, kiss them. None of them are aggressive with us. They all seem to understand.
Yes.
And a lot of animals would rather shy away from people, but they don't shy away from us. They come to us for the hug. Yeah.
Because they know there's love over there.
Yes. No, I'm quite hectic about the animals. For me, I will feed them first, and then if we're going to interact with our soup kitchens, then we always feed the animals first, and then they'll go and lie down. Then they restful.
Okay.
And then we start feeding the people.
Okay.
Otherwise, you get the dogs in between the whole time, you know.
Yeah.
But they already understand they will get fed. There's no question about it.
Yes.
But it's an ongoing thing. I'm always asking people, please, your leftovers, don't throw it away.
Yes.
Please just freeze it, even if it's little bits. Don't throw it away, because when there's fires along the road, now summer's starting, everything is burnt, there's nothing. So there's no leaves to catch water, so we put down frozen buckets of water as we drive.
Okay.
So as the sun heats the ice, you know, it constantly melts through the day.
Yes.
And we also take these little packets of food, open them up, and we throw them everywhere, so that there's something to eat. So what is going into your bin can save animals.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Sure. I'm still shocked by how animals get abused. It's
Yeah, it's a thing. Sometimes we also encourage people to give us gifts for the SPCA staff, because it must be so depressing for them, you know, to work with these animals. Some of them are so in such bad shape, and every now and again I'll pop in there and I'll take them a nice chocolate cake, or I'll take them some cool drink, just to say, you know, we really appreciate what you guys are doing. It's very hard because they've got to fight for food, they've got to fight for petrol, they've got to fight for keeping their vehicles going. There's a big security problem there. They need security, fencing. There's so many things that they need to deal with, and then, you know, you still get the animals that they have to deal with as well. And I mean, we're all human. We can only take so much.
That's true.
So I look at them with such admiration, because I don't know if I could be kind to someone that's cruel to an animal. And still smile and walk away.
Yeah.
I don't think, it's not my makeup. Oh, you know, die person, I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, I know what you mean. To know that this person treats another living creature so badly, and
Yeah, and then we're going to, I know that you love songwriting.
No.
And I like your music.
Thank you.
I really do, and you're so quick on the draw. We are going to have, so I'm going to invite you, we are going to have on the 11th of November.
Okay.
Every year, this is our third year, we are going to have a Sami marathon. Okay. Now, I woke up one morning with this dream of a Sami marathon. I'm thinking, Lord, what happened is we were 6 days in Montague, and on the 6th day, when we were on our way back, there was children running behind us. It was on a Sunday, and they were asking us for something to eat. You know, een stukkie brood, auntie. And I said to my hubby, if I connect with one of these children's eyes, I'll go home and sell the house. We need to get out of here.
Yeah.
I couldn't take it now. This day 6. And it worked so much on my mind that I dreamt about a Sami marathon that night. I thought, Lord, what do you want me to do with the Sami? Everybody's running, you know. What must I do?
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be like a good income thing, doing a marathon for Samis. Anyway, so I was mulling about it another 2 days, and then I woke up with the thought, no, not running. Give companies a table and see how many sandwiches they can make for the day, for that period. That's the marathon. Thought, wow.
That's interesting.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
It makes a lot more sense. So I dreamt about a sandwich marathon. So I thought, no, we got to be chic with the children, because it's about the children. We got to call it a Sami.
Yes.
We're just going to be part of who they are.
Yeah.
And so the whole idea is we've got tables at the Civic Hall. We rent the hall, and then we give you a table free. Then you dress it up with your company's logos or whatever.
Yes.
The only thing that we ask nicely, it's not a peanut butter and jam sandwich day.
Okay.
You have to bring something nice, make nice sandwiches.
Yes.
And we have done this now. This is going to be our 3rd year. It's so successful. We've got the big stage truck from Coca-Cola,
Oh, wow.
where we have dancers, local dancers that comes to dance for us, and whoever wants to come and sing for us. And then all the sandwiches are made at the Civic Hall, which is in the town Montague. Then it all gets transported to the big school in Ashbury.
Okay.
And that's where everything happens.
Okay.
And then we'll just, have our fun day there, and the children will get their cup of soup, they will get their sandwiches, they will get their Coke, or not Coke, but whatever juice is available by Coca-Cola, and we just have a field day. So I would like to invite you to come and join us on the stage track.
Okay.
And it'd be interesting if you could write us a little Ram song.
Okay. Sounds cool. Sounds cool.
That
I'll
would
be
be
there.
fantastic.
I'll be there.
Oh, that's the 11th of the 11th. It's World Peace
Okay.
Day.
Okay. 11th of November.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I still thought, Lord, now what am I going to do with this date? When are we going to do this? I had this vision in October. I thought, but it's almost the end of the year now. When is this going to happen? And then out of the blue, I got World Peace Day. I thought, wow, that's appropriate. So awesome,
Yes.
11th of the 11th. So on the 11th of the 11th at 11,
Oh,
the
at 11
morning,
as well.
we just quickly say a prayer for the world.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yes,
Gotcha.
because that's what happened that day.
Okay.
11th of the 11th at 11
11.
o'clock. Yes.
Okay.
So we just stick to it.
I'll be there.
Thank you.
Thank you for the invitation.
Oh, that's so awesome. It's going to be so lovely to have you.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to be
Sing
there.
and be like fun for the children. They're very hip hop, funny
Oh,
enough.
is it?
But not the farm schools. I mean, I'm talking now more the town children.
Okay.
Yeah, they're very much aware, of the happenings and goings on in the cities.
That's cool. I'd be honored to be there.
Thank
Play
you.
a small part.
Oh,
of the
thank
day.
you very much. Oh, Alvin, you make my day. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation.
I've got a brother called Alvin as well.
Really?
And he is the most magnificent part of RAM.
Oh, is it?
It's also his bus.
Oh.
So he's got so the Alvins I know has got kind hearts.
Oh, awesome.
He often says to people, Alvin, I say, he says like the chipmunks.
Yeah, I said the same
Oh,
thing.
he's very happy to say, I'm Alvin the chipmunk.
I said the same thing. Yeah.
There you go. So, yeah, so now it's matric balls there going on, and next Thursday we're going to one of our kitchen's daughters' matric balls, so we're going to be doing a bit of things out there, to make her photo shoots and everything nice and pretty.
That's nice.
And my brother's going to sponsor the platters and the stuff.
Wow.
For
That's amazing.
Yeah, she doesn't know yet.
Oh, he does. Okay.
No, because
Well, probably she watches this.
well, maybe,
she watches.
yeah, but what counts in our favor, they don't really have data, so
Okay.
it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, data and that type of thing. There's
Scarce commodity.
it's a scarce commodity. I know. I sometimes don't know how these people cope. With so many disadvantages in what we have as city people. So yeah. But it's exciting work, Alvin. I tell you something. Just don't lose your heart there, because you're never gonna turn your back again.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I've all our volunteers. Even though they're from the city and they're all fully working people, or fully employed people, Whenever we have a big function, they're there. So with the result is they also can't turn their backs. And it's amazing. It's amazing that feeling when you go. You're so excited. I'm excited every week.
Yeah. That's awesome. After all
and
these years, you still have that excitement and that love and that passion. It's amazing.
I think that is what makes it work. You know, I say to people, even our kitchens, we had a meeting last week. No, we had a meeting this Thursday. Our kitchens are the love we have between each other. All of our kitchens is so amazing, and you can't make this work if you don't have the passion.
That's true.
Because it's not a job, it's a passion, and if you're doing it as a passion, it's not work. You know, you do it just effortlessly.
Yes.
Now this is what Steve and I do. We work 7 days a week on the project. We get in, when we're back, we get in all the whatever we need to get in.
Yes.
Then we go and take it there 2-3 days we're there. And people say to me, how do you do it? I mean, my hubby's 70, you know. And I say, well, it doesn't feel like effort. Yes, we're tired. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to say we do get tired. But it's a nice tired. It's a lovely feeling.
Yes. It's like you feel fulfilled.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because you know your life has purpose as well.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a beautiful feeling.
And when you bring the stocks to the kitchens and they see, while you offload, oh, I can make this week, and you could see the excitement, you know, how they're already working out the menus.
Yes.
While you're offloading. No, there's just so much love. It's just amazing.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
It's good you're doing something out of the goodness of your heart and then seeing people being grateful for it and appreciating that. I think that just makes it even more worthwhile.
Yes.
You know?
And I will say something, and I always say it to people, and I'm very proud of it. Every single person involved with RAM are 100% volunteers. Not one person gets paid.
Wow.
We are doing what we're doing because of love.
Love, yes.
There is no one. All our money goes into food to go and feed the people. So whatever donations we get goes straight into feeding people. So that's the one nice thing I can say. The passion of our kitchens are enormous as well.
That's amazing.
So, yeah.
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Where can people get in touch with you to help in any way, to make donations, or what are you looking for specifically to help you guys do your work daily so you can, you know, reach out and do the for the kitchens, or even for the garden, the new project that's coming up, or transport? Like, how can people get in touch with you? What do you need?
Food we're always going to need. You know, that is the more food we get, the more we can support the people. We always have longer queues than the amount we cook. But you know, we can only do so much. So obviously food is very important. Our transport, if we had anybody that could assist getting stuff through from Thornton, opposite Grand West, to Montague, it would be a great help. We also need storage. I'm not prepared to pay 1 cent for rent for storage, so my house has become the storage. But it's okay. I mean, we're happy, but we do need you know, to find a place. So that's kind of a need that we have, and also in Montague we need storage, and the fuel is a big problem. You know, the diesel keeps going up and up and up. It's now going up again when petrol's coming down. So it's affecting us really badly because we travel there, stop all the stops along the way. We've got to clear our freezers sections because we put in as we get donations or as we buy. So now the things are laying at different layers. So you have to go to all the kitchens, offload one layer, then go and do the next layer until you get all of it. So you're riding up and down. We've tried every which way, but there just isn't. Otherwise, we're going to keep working too
Yes.
hard. And then when we're here, we have to go pick up stuff. If we had someone that could help us pick up stuff, or people would be kind enough to bring the donations to us, that's one trip for you as a donor. But for us, it's like an ongoing
Yes.
trips. So we are asking people, please, we need your donation, but we also need your delivery of it. That would make, and it would also our time, it would free us up to do other things as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Because at the moment we're working non-stop. You know, we're working like 20 hours a day.
Wow.
Just to fit in everything and to repack and, you know, unpack when we
Yes.
come back with the stuff, instead of just getting it all packed already for the next trip. So that would help a lot. And then, of course, we are on Facebook. It's very easy. You just say RAM, RAM, .npo,
Okay.
takes you to our page. RAM means Rescue Among Many.
Okay.
We are registered NPO. We do issue 18A receipts as well for tax relief. And we are PBO, which is a public benefit organisation registered by SARS.
Okay.
So all the money that we get in, there's no tax that we need to pay. Everything goes to food. And then, of course, our telephone number is also on our Facebook page, or we are www.ram1.co.za.
Okay.
That's our website.
www.ram1, is it the number one?
The
or
number one,
Number
yes,
one.
yes.
.co.za.
That's correct,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Just could you mention a telephone number in case people don't go
Yes.
to the website?
Okay, it's 082 469 3041.
Okay.
082 469 3041.
All right.
That's been our number for
Forever.
forever. Yeah.
And people can get in touch with you via phone call, WhatsApp as well. Okay.
Phone call, SMS. Sorry.
And do you have an email address as well, perhaps?
Yes, we are info@ram1.co.za.
Say it again.
info@ram1.co.za.
All right.
So RAM is Rescue Among Many, RAM.
Rescue Among Many.
Yes.
Carol, thank you so much for coming over here, and we appreciate the important work that you guys are doing.
Thank you.
We need more people like you out there.
Thank you. There's quite a
yeah.
lot of people.
But you know, we need even more.
Sorry.
We need even more, and thank you so much for coming over here and explaining what you guys are doing. I know you're very busy, as you said, you work 20-hour days. So thank you. If there's any way we can help, please, guys, you have the information. There's a lot of areas that need assistance, and as you just heard now, there's a lot of poverty, and any way we can help, please help. Thank you so much for coming over here.
Thank you, and thank you very much for having us.
No,
I
it's
really
my pleasure.
appreciate
It's
it.
my pleasure. Anything I can do to help, and I'll see you on the 11th of November.
There we go. Thank you very much, Alvin.
Just send me the details, just keep in touch, and then let's make it happen.
I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you so much, Carol.
All right.
What you doing out in these streets, slave rule? What you doing out in these streets? What you doing out? What you doing out? What you doing out in these streets? What you doing out in these streets, slave rule? We in these streets.